tonight. Talks to censure a Seaside Council member for comments he made on social media are on hold for now. The comments were regarding how the city was handling projects in the downtown area. KION's Carl Cook talked to all sides of this issue. And Carl, what's the feeling you're getting on this issue tonight? What are they saying?
Victor, what they're telling me is the council wants to be sure that it's known that they're not trying to block Councilmember Miller's ability to post on social media. Rather, the issue they had was that he took to social media to post his concerns and not even to going to them first. On the other hand, Miller says that he felt what he posted was necessary, considering he sees more improvements have to be done within the city. Seaside City Council had a deep discussion into what Councilmember Alex Miller posted on his Facebook on March 17th. Miller didn't actually think his post would be something that would be worthy of a topic for council to discuss.
I was very surprised because I have not violated any city policy, code of ethics. I have not violated any law or done anything that would invoke or even give substantial credit to this potential censure.
The post that caused the censure reads as follows. Another reason why we need to do something about Seaside downtown. It's unfortunate the city council is unwilling to hire a professional or allow one of our city commissions to help with the revitalization. It appears our council is okay with the businesses leaving, vacant buildings sitting, and allowing boarded up buildings to sit untouched. I think we can do better, and I will keep on fighting for a vibrant downtown like what we deserve. Miller was ultimately not censured by the council. Now, there's a distinct difference of what the council's intentions were during last night's meeting. Censoring is where the council would block communication access, and that's not what they were doing. Censuring is where the council could express their displeasure of what Miller posted. Even with this difference, it doesn't please people who actually agreed with what Miller posted.
He was elected by the citizens of Seaside, so he's trying to do his job for the citizens of Seaside, and he should be able to express his opinion on how we might be able to do better for our city.
The council says they're okay with their fellow members being able to express their concerns on their platforms, as long as there's a matter of respect.
But I think as long as there's respect and a common ground of approach, we should be fine. Was I personally affected or offended by it? I don't think I took much importance to it because I know what I've completed and I know what I've done in my term. So I feel very much okay and content with what I've accomplished so far.
Now, both Miller and Garcia agree that this discussion that they had last night won't cause any tension. Rather, it could build their relationship as a council to try and find a common ground in this situation. Reporting from Seaside, this is Carl Cook, KION, News Channel 46.
Thanks so much, Carl. And Mayor Pro Tem Dave Pacheco also gave his input on the issue, telling Carl that it's better the council works together through this and as a single unit to find a solution to improve the city of Seaside.